Hello everyone, I'm Rashmi. So as you must be knowing that this is gonna be our third class of this Spanish week. So we were discussing about, this for this week's topic, we were discussing about the nouns part. And actually, we were not discussing but revising about the nouns because we have discussed in our previous week. But for your sake, I thought to discuss this topic with you again because I have got the comments saying that you haven't got the clarity over this topic. I mean, you are confused a bit, so that's why I took up again and revise it with you. So in our last class, we have revised about the nouns referring to people, right? So today we are going to discuss about the nouns referring to animals and nouns referring to things. Okay, so let's start our revision without wasting any time. Okay, so nouns referring to animals. Okay, so what the topics, the rules are. Okay, so the standard rule will remain same just as the people one, that if the word is ending with o, that is masculine, right? If the word is ending with a, that is feminine. Okay, let's take up the examples quickly. So this is toro. Toro. Okay, toro is bull. Okay, now what is perro? Perro. Perro. The double R, the alphabet makes it more bit sound like a tongue twister one. Okay, so this is perro. So what is perro? That is a male dog. Okay, so this is toro, a perro. Okay, ending with o, so that makes it masculine. Okay, so this is the standard rule, right? So it's like if you memorize this, so it's like if you are reading a Spanish book, or like you casually getting into vocabulary of Spanish. So if a word pops up and you don't know about the meaning or which gender it falls into, so and if that word is ending with o, if you have memorized this rule and so if it ends with o, so it has a 95% chance that it will fall into the masculine category. And if it's ending with a, that means a feminine. Okay, so there's a chance. Okay, okay, so you have to memorize the standard rule. Okay. Okay, so let's take up the examples for the a ending. So that is vaca y perra. Vaca. I have told you, right? The words starting with V, natives don't pronounce that as V, like vivo, like vale, like vaca. They don't speak like this. If you want to sound like a native, then you should speak like vaca or bibo or vale. Okay, like that. Okay, so it's not wrong because mostly the English speakers pronounce it as vivo or vale or vaca. It's not wrong. Okay, but if you want to sound like a native, so you should pronounce it as vaca, bibo. Okay, like that. Okay, so for now we are pronouncing it just the native speaker, like vaca. Okay, so this is vaca is cow. Okay, so what is perra? Perra. Perra. Perra is a female dog. Okay. So I have given you the few examples for the standard rule. Now let's move on to the next rule. Okay, so this is kind of exception because in it it's like there are some animals which just stick to one gender. Okay, they don't change their gender. If you are referring to the female version of the male version of the animal, you just have to the noun will remain the same. Okay, the gender category, right? It will remain the same. It won't change. Okay, they just stick to one gender, whether masculine or feminine, whatever it's given, they just stick to that. Okay, so what are the name of those animals? So that is sapo. This one is sapo. Sapo. Okay, this is hamster. Hamster, because it's starting with H, and if the word is starting with H, we don't pronounce the H, so it's like hamster. Okay, so you're stepping into the learning Spanish, you have to recall all those things. Okay, so okay, Memorize the things, okay, these rules of pronunciation also. Okay, so this is sapo e amster. Okay, these two fall under masculine category, whereas kobaya, 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 and tortuga, tortuga, tortuga. These two are feminine. Okay, no matter what, they don't change their gender, so they remain the same. Okay. Okay, there are a lot of words like this. I'll give you, let you know. I mean, those animals, about those animals in next class. Okay, and if you want to know the meaning of these words, kindly check the video of the previous week. Okay, previous Spanish week, because I have discussed with you the meanings of these words, and I'm not gonna let you know today, because we are just discussing about, revising about the rules. Okay, so for today, just the rules, no the meanings. Okay, so this applies only here. If you want another meaning, go check the video. Okay, so there are a lot of words like this, there are a lot of animals, so we'll discuss in vocabulary class. Okay, and maybe in next week. Okay, so okay, let's take up the second topic, that is nouns referring to things. Okay, so what are that? The rules under this category. So this is like the standard rule remains same for everything, whether you are referring to people or animal or things. The standard rule will remain the same. That is O for masculine, R for feminine endings. Okay. So for this, we can take up the examples. The examples are O for masculine, the endings. That can be libro, libro or periodico. Libro is the book, whereas periodico is the newspaper. Okay, endings with O, that means masculine. Okay, so and there are two sets of things. If you memorize the rule, it'll gonna be really easy for you to recognize which gender they belong to. It will be very easy. Okay, so what are those two set of things? That is days of the week and months of the year. They both fall under masculine category. Okay, if you memorize this, it will be easier for you to to know which gender they belong to. Okay, so days of the week, what are those? Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. This week only we have revised it, right? And I have let you know about this months of the year. I hope you have memorized and you are able to recall. So this is enero, febrero, marzo, mayo, junio, julio, like that, blah, blah, blah. So all these things, these are masculine. Okay, both of them. Okay, so let's move on to the next rule. Okay, let's move on to our next point. Okay, so we were on the topic nouns referring to things. Okay, so we have discussed what the standard rule says, that's implied to everything. Okay, people, animals, blah blah blah. So that's the standard rule is O for masculine. Okay, ending with O is for masculine. Okay, we have taken the examples and we have also revised that days of the week and months of the year are also masculine. Okay, so what's next? So languages, name of the languages that also fall under this masculine category. For example, English, Espanol, see I have written over here. So these are also masculine. Okay, what next? Now next is the name of the river, mountains or seas that are also masculine. For example, Ebro, Atlantico, Everest, they are also under masculine category. Okay, if you'll memorize this, it will be easier for you to understand, okay, what's the gender of this noun to make up the sentences. So that will be really easy for you to make your sentences. Okay, so you have to memorize the rules. Okay, so what's next? Okay, now the next in this box, the masculine gender box. Okay, so the next set of rule is if the words which are ending with ma, pa, ta. Okay, if these alphabets are at the end, ma, pa, ta. Okay, they are at the end of a word, that means it's automatically a masculine noun, gender. Okay, yeah, masculine noun or whatever. So for this examples can be problema, mapa, planeta, problema, mapa, planeta. Can you see? I mean, they are ending with ma, pa, ta. Okay, there are more words. I'm gonna let you know about them in our next class. Okay, so just now to memorize the rule that ma, pa, ta, if it's the end of a word, that means it's a masculine gender word. Okay, so for this example I have given you, and words, the meaning of these words, hope you're able to memorize, recall those things, the meaning of these words. And if not, go check the video of the previous Spanish week. Okay, the nouns one. Okay, so now let's move on to the feminine. Okay, so this type of the table I have made, so hope you're able to get the clarity, okay, of over the rules part, okay, because they are very important. Okay, so what the feminine the rule is, I mean feminine, under the feminine noun, so what are the set of rules? First one, that is the standard rule, that is same for everything. Okay, that is R for feminine. Okay, so for this, the example can be casa, cara, casa. Casa is house. Cara is waist. Okay, so what's next? Rule number 2 under feminine is nouns ending with sion, tud, tad, dad, tad, tud. Okay, cion, sion, tad, tud, dad. Okay, if these set of words are at the end of any word, that means it's a feminine noun, not a masculine. Okay, these endings remind that the word is feminine. Okay, so what are the examples? Let's take up that. That is ciudad, universidad, estación, libertad. I have given you the meanings. Ciudad is city, universidad is university, estación is station, libertad is freedom. Okay, hope you are able to recall that the meanings of these words. I have I have discussed it with you. Okay, so these are few examples for these endings. There are a lot. I'll let you know more about them later when we'll discuss this again with the articles part. Okay, so for now, the rule number 3, that is exception. Okay, so the best exception, what is this? Oh, I love it. That is mano, foto, moto, radio. They are also feminine. Okay, and you have to memorize it. I mean, I cannot say like if the word is ending with no or to, that falls under the feminine category. I cannot say that. I'm sorry. I'm afraid to say this. But you have to just memorize these words that they fall under feminine. Okay, they are not masculine. They are feminine. Okay. Okay. So what is mano, foto, moto, radio? Okay, so I hope you are able to recall because we have discussed. Okay, if you are not, then go check the video, last week's video. Okay, so okay, now let's come to the main measure, the most important exception or the rule, can say, in the topic of the gender topic. Okay, so what is this? The exception. Okay, so this is I mean, you have to memorize this thing, that el dia is day. Okay, day, I mean dia, this is masculine, although it's ending with a, but it's still masculine. Okay, el dia, we say el dia, not la dia. Okay, el dia is, I mean, dia is masculine. Okay, so dia word is masculine. Okay, and mano, just as we have discussed it, mano is feminine. Okay, it although it's ending with o, still it's not a masculine word, it's a feminine. Mano. La mano, sorry. La mano. Okay, the article is used as, it's feminine. Okay, we consider it as a feminine word. Okay, el dia la mano. I mean, you have to memorize these things because it's, it's an exception. So you have to memorize, okay, this thing. Okay, so what's next? So this is surprise. So very interesting one. Yeah, I mean, seriously, it'll just blow your mind. Okay, so this is some words are there in Spanish that have different meanings depending upon whether you are using those words for a feminine gender or you are referring to a masculine. The gender, with the gender, if you change the gender, like if you are referring to masculine or if you are referring to feminine, so the meanings changes with the gender. Okay, you just do not change the gender, you change the meaning of the entire word. Okay, so what are those important, very interesting words? Okay, so there are el capital or la capital. You might be thinking you're just changing the from masculine to feminine. No, you're changing the entire meaning of the word. Okay, so el capital is capital, but what? Money. Okay, money. The capital. That also called as capital, right? The money. Okay, that is el capital. Now, what is la capital? If you say la capital, that means you're saying capital, the city one. Okay, the city, the capital of a state, the capital of a country. Okay, you are referring to that. That is la capital. And the money part is el capital. You are, you are able to understand what I'm trying to say. The entire meaning changes with just the gender. Okay, so what's next? El cura or la cura. Now, what is el cura? El cura is, you are referring to the priest. Okay, so you're saying el cura, that means you're saying the priest. Okay, so what is la cura? La cura is the cure. Okay, imagine someone saying la cura to someone. That will be really funny. You have to memorize this. That's why, to not mess up these things, because el cura is for priest and la cura is the cure. Okay, so this is very, very important. Okay, so what's next? And this is el guia. El guia. This is the guide man. Okay, la guia. This is a guidebook. Okay, or you can say a guide woman also. This is not. This can be relatable because there are a lot of words which you just get to change the article and they'll be different. The gender changes. Okay, so but this is not the el guia and la guia. Okay, the guide man and the guide woman, but the guidebook is also there with the woman. Okay, you can refer to guidebook also. If you're saying la guia, that can mean a guidebook also. Okay, but these two are, oh Lord, it's amazing. El capital, la capital, I love it. And el cura, la cura, oh Lord, wow, that's amazing. So you have to memorize these things, okay? Learn by heart, and because it's the basic. You are just stepping into the grammar, so you have to learn these rules, the set of rules, because otherwise you won't be able to make up the sentences, because it's very important to memorize these things. These set of rules are literally very important, okay, in framing a sentence. So let's end this video, okay, with in next class we are surely going to discuss about the next topic, or maybe the flu version of nouns. I'll let you know about it, or you can also let me know if you have still you have doubts in any of the rule or any of the point, so you can let me know about it. We are not gonna discuss it again in our next week, but maybe surely, in future we'll surely discuss it with maybe with the articles part, because with articles also you have to revise this. Articles and nouns go hand in hand, just like this. El capital, la capital, or el cura. I mean the gender. You can see this is noun. Okay, this is noun. And what is this? El la. What are these? This el la. These are the articles. Okay, so in the next week I'm gonna let you know about the articles, that exceptions. The topic articles. We're gonna take up that topic. I'm gonna let you know about it. So if you still have doubts, let me know about it, and we're surely gonna discuss it when we will revise about the articles part. Then we'll take up this your doubts. Okay, I'm gonna clear it for you, so you get to know more about this topic also, maybe in revision. When you are revising something, it's I don't know if it's just with me or with everyone, but you get to know more about this topic. I don't know how it happens, but it happens. You get to know something more about that topic. Okay, so that's why we'll discuss it again with the articles, but this time, and hope you'll memorize these rules, and it will be easy for you then to determine the gender of the noun, okay, or the word. So okay, till then, bye bye, ciao, no se more, see you in the next class, bye.